This is the feedback for our production rough cut. We're going to go through some of the advantages which we got as part of our feedback and some points which we need to improve for our deadline on Friday.
From the advantages point of view, our soundtrack complemented the visuals, and the asynchronous soundtrack sort of synced up with a lot of the motivated action.
We also received compliments on our wide variety of shots, with a special excellence in our alternating point of view shots towards the end, our extreme close-ups, our tracking shot, and our clever shot from underneath the Petri dish. However, we have some points to improve on. The first one does relate to the soundtrack, which can be improved, as we need to vary the sound levels, as it was reported back to us that sometimes the volume retracts from the action. So to ensure that the sound is interpreted as diegetic by the audience, the volume of the soundtrack will decrease or increase depending on the camera distance to the antagonist and his radio.
Another point was the length. Our rough cut's 5 minutes, yet our brief says it has to be 2, so we need to cut down all of our shots and delete a lot. For example, shots which weaken our concept of the meticulous antagonist, so in the opening one, when he throws the bandage away or the bin. There's also, we need to increase the suspense a little bit, so our best shot, we would say, is the tracking shot, and it reveals the victims prior to the antagonist, and it's recommended that we reverse it so the victims are revealed last, creating more suspense.
It was also reported back that our first 2 opening shots were poor and that they would be marked down in terms of mise-en-scene because the bin retracts from the action. Furthermore, our length of production can be decreased by decreasing the almost redundant shots where the antagonist is just walking. We'll probably use one of our filler flower shots as the initial shot, which also means the antagonist will be in the greenhouse straight away, which cuts down the time taken for him arriving in the greenhouse.
Furthermore, we need to do the titles. We haven't actually implemented them yet. We've identified where they will appear and the movements that are going to happen with the titles. However, we just need to do them and pick out the spots where appropriate and potential animation.
We feel like after we've completed this, our production will be as good as it can be and achieve technical excellence.